Today we will look at all the sales and purchase related reports available in Deskera Books. In order to go to these reports, we click on Reports. We can see two sections, Purchase and Sales. Each of these contain reports for their respective sections. Let's start with Purchase. The first report that we see is Outstanding Purchase Goods Received Reports. Now this will basically summarize all the purchase orders and the quantity of each product that is pending to be received. Let's look at this. At a summary level, you can see for every single purchase order, its basic details, purchase order number, date, contact name, and a PO status. We can see not received, partially received. Let's try and expand these. We can see the line item details now. What was the quantity ordered, how much has been received, and the remaining quantity, that is a balance. This is completely not received. Let's look at another case, partially received. In this case, we can see for various line items, some quantity has been received while the other is balance. That is why it is partially received. Let's look at few other reports. Purchase by contact will basically summarize purchase by every contact. So you can see a summary and a detail both over there. So detail would be an bill by bill purchase, which you can refer. Let's go back to the list of reports. Age payables, a very important report that you need to refer to in order to understand how much payment is to be made. So you can see there's a contact and from how many days is the payment pending. So current 1 to 30 days, 31 to 60 days. If we click on details, we can see a transaction by transaction breakup. So we can see for both these bills, what is the amount and from how many days is it pending. Let's go back. Then we have the bill list, which will summarize all the list of the bills that you have created, the purchase order report. So if you open them, you can see the list of all the purchase orders or the bills. Depending on the report that you open, it will give a summary and the important details. Then we have the purchase by product report. For every product, it will tell you how much quantity and value was purchased, and a percentage wise breakup also. Finally, the payment list and the debit note. So these will contain the list of all the payments made and all the debit notes. Let's go over to the sales side. So the first is outstanding sales fulfillment report. Let's open this. This will also give you a summary and the status of all the quotes and invoices, whether they have been fulfilled, partially fulfilled. Let's open these. On expanding, we can see a line item breakup, the product name, the quantity, delivered quantity, and pending quantity. This is something similar to what we saw in the purchase order side. This is for our sales side. For every quote and every invoice, a breakup of how much quantity is to be fulfilled. Then we have the age receivables report, again a very important report that tells us from how many days what is the payment that is pending to be received from our clients. So this is a summary level breakup. If we click on details, we will get an invoice by invoice breakup for every single client and every single invoice that was created. From how many days is it pending? Let's go to summary. Let's go back. Then we have the sales by contact, something similar to what we saw in the purchase side. So if we click on this, I'll see a summary and a detail for every contact and the total amount of invoices made. In the detail section, we see the invoice wise breakup. Then we have the quotation report, the invoice list. So these will basically list out all the quotations or the invoices that you have created and also the details related to them. This is our invoice list. If you scroll them, you can also see a related document column. You can see what are the related documents that were created. You can just see the document number also. You can also filter this report by date and also search this. Finally, sales by product. receipt list and credit note. A sales by product could be interesting to you. This will basically help you understand which of my products are fast moving products, which of my products are slow moving products. So this will be dependent on the quantity that you're selling and also the amount. In some cases, the quantity may be high, but the amount may be low. Whereas in some cases for products, they may show a lower number in quantity, but the valuation of the products that are being sold is very high. So we need to make sure we analyze this report on both the parameters. Let's go back. Now, another thing to understand about the report section is on all these reports, you will see an export section. To give you an example, if I go to age receivables, we have this export button. When you click on this, you get an option to export to Excel or PDF. Now, this export to Excel in this case will export both the summary and the detail section. So make sure you export these reports in Excel and also check the formats. Similarly, over here, you can see we have the export button again showing on the top hand right section. Another way to look at your purchase and sales related report is by going into the buy and sell section. So if I go to my sell section, I can see the list of all my open invoices for which either the payment is pending from the client or the fulfillment is not done. I can apply date filters. I also have the other filters. So these are some default filters that you see. And next, you can also apply custom field filters. So if you have created custom fields like product brand, project, group, customer group, any of these, you can simply add these filters. This will show up over here. So this way, we have a filter called product group. You can select a particular product group, and for all the products that are falling in any of these groups, you can see a breakup of your sales. A similar experience is present in all the screens, either quote, archived, and even if we go into the buy section. So under orders, under bills, we can see date filters and also the filter section that we just saw. This will help you filter your reports based on various parameters. This helps in analyzing our sales and our purchases and planning our future operations. Do go through these reports and let us know if you are able to get the required details. Thank you.